Yo guys, welcome back again. I just finished one video, I'm making a second one. This one's going to be kind of like tattoo pre-care. What you do with your workstation in the skin, the area of the body that you're going to tattoo before you start tattooing. What I usually do, let's say I'm working on this table, right? All my machines, my power supply, the ink cups, everything's going to be on here. The person's arm's going to be laying like this or something similar on the table. First thing I would do is I would get the Clorox disinfecting wipes and just wipe the entire area, probably twice, just to make sure it's clean. I'd clear off the entire table and just wipe the whole thing down, including the chairs, because they're going to be sitting in the chairs or whatever. I mean, like I said in the last video, I don't really do tattoos here, but the ones that I have done were on my sister, my older sister, so, you know, she just wanted a quick tattoo. They were small, so I did it here. I'd wipe it down, and then I got this thing. It is literally called green soap. Green soap, Costco, 16 fluid ounces, which is, I think, a pint, not a pint, a quart. And if you've had a tattoo before, you have smelled this. It has a very distinct smell. You can get these relatively cheap. They make them in gallons, I think pints, or half a quart, something like that, and quarts. They're relatively cheap. Well, kinda. This was like 10, 15 bucks, I think. No, but it's worth it. You really need this if you're going to tattoo. So, and then you kind of mix it with distilled water into like a spray bottle or something. And make sure it's a clean one, not a spray bottle, not one that you had Windex in. Make sure it's like you go to the store, buy a brand new one, and clean it out with soap. And you mix it in. Then I just spray the entire area down with that and wipe it down as well. And then, you know, with the Clorox wipes, I wipe down my power supply, my tattoo machines, my clip cord, my foot pedal, whatever. They do make like, sorry for that toy. I have nieces and nephews that come here all the time, and they're like 3. But anyways, they do make like machine cover bags, sort of like look like sandwich baggies, and they make clip cord bags and all that. The only thing I use is a machine cover bag. I don't have them with me. They're out in the spare room, and the spare room's pretty dirty right now, so I'm not gonna go in there. So is my room. But yeah, and so before I start rambling about stuff that don't even make sense, you clean the skin, right? Or you make sure you wash your hands, of course, and wear latex or rubber or the kind of papery feeling gloves, as long as they're disposable gloves and they're clean. You know, I use latex gloves, but whatever. And get like an alcohol wipe that's like 80% alcohol, and wipe down the area where you're going to do the tattoo. As in on the human, or on your client, on whatever, you know, whatever. The person, wipe down that area. If you need to shave that area, get a single-use disposable razor and shave them. Make sure there's no hair, because if there is hair, it can cause you doing tattoo over it, can mess up your line work, one, but also it can infect the pores in which the hair is coming out of, so it can give them infected or ingrown hairs, so that's not good. And you know, and use 80%. If you use any more than 80% alcohol, it'll evaporate too fast. So that's when you do that, and then spray that area with a little bit of green soap and wipe it down. Then put on your stencil. And just come with me. I'll put my face on here. I'm going to show you a very useful thing that I use all the time during tattoos. But we're not going to do that out here, so let's just back up. I mean, we're not going to do that in my room or show you, because my room's dirty. So another thing I use before I even do the tattoo, like when I get the stencil on, before I even put the needle and the ink and start working, I put a very, very thin layer over the stencil of petroleum jelly. What petroleum jelly does, they say after you do a tattoo, when you tell them like how to take care of their tattoo, not to use petroleum-based stuff. Which is true, entirely true. That is entirely true. But while you're doing the tattoo, it's perfectly fine. What it does is basically the needle, when it's stabbing in the skin a lot, basically what it does it heats up the skin and it causes it to swell. And if the skin swells too much of the tattoo, then it's going to start pushing out ink. So that's not good. So then you're going to have to go over it repeatedly and repeatedly, or they're going to have to come back for touch-ups. So if you put a thin layer over that at a time, it basically keeps the skin cool, so it has a better stretch. Makes it, I don't really think it really makes a difference on the pain level. The pain level depends on entirely where you get it at, like where on the area on the body you get it at. But yeah, it basically just keeps the skin cool, and makes it so you can get your tattoo done faster without the skin swelling. So those are just a few of my tips. Next video is going to be tattoo aftercare, and after that I probably won't make any other tattoo videos. So peace out.